Good morning. So, welcome to Township employees, volunteers, and members of the press here with us today. I'm very grateful that you're here, and to the Parsippany residents that are watching online. Before we get down to business, I'd like to talk about something that's very important business. We had Small Business Saturday here in this country, as well as on Beverwyck Road. But we think about Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. Today is Giving Tuesday. And I would like you all to keep in mind that we have our own food pantry here in Parsippany. Okay, I will leave this information here for you. And please give and keep. This has been a very difficult time for a lot of people, and the generosity of residents here in Parsippany has been overwhelming and has done so much to help feed and care for people who are desperately in need because of the pandemic. Now, North Beverwyck Road is an economic, cultural, and historic hub of Parsippany. From day one, our administration has recognized the importance of investment in our community's prime downtown expanse. Areas like this embody the spirit of American commerce. Small, family-owned businesses living in a walkable main street alongside a significant residential neighborhood. My first home in Parsippany was at the north end of this street, and my family continues to reside in the lower section of Lake Hiawatha. This street is what attracted my family to Parsippany. Our refurbishment of North Beverwyck Road began with the installation of signs bearing its original name, Washington's Trail. These markers reflect our community's revolutionary history, including the use of this area as a path of the Continental Army. It continued with a major walkability study conducted in partnership with the College of New Jersey and plans for streetscaping improvements to make this downtown a more walkable destination. Starting in 2018, we brought an annual Italian cultural festival right here to this parking lot. All told, North Beverwyck Road has been a central point for our township's cultural expansion. This morning, I'm excited to announce $4 million in state and county grant funding directed towards the Lake Hiawatha neighborhood and North Beverwyck Road. Over the course of the month, we have been awarded $350,000 towards streetscaping improvements of North Beverwyck Road, $650,000 towards the acquisition of an 8-acre open space parcel along Knoll Road, and $3 million towards the construction of a new state-of-the-art Lake Hiawatha library. By the way, the person that started the clapping was the president of the library board, so she's a little biased, okay? Grant funds do not automatically appear. Our receipt of this capital is the culmination of months and years of hard work and dedication by our township staff and professionals. Some of those staff members are here with us today to explain these grants and how they will be utilized in greater detail. Parsippany has been chosen to receive $299,530 in funding from the Library Construction Bond Act, a funding pool approved by the state legislator and governor. For more on our plans to construct a new modern Lake Hiawatha library, please welcome our library board chair, Ellen Waldman.
Thank you. Can you all hear me? Pardon the mask. Okay. I want to thank the mayor, Governor Murphy, our recently retired library director, Jane B. Line, members of the board and state library officials for one of the largest grants made to any library in New Jersey. The Lake Hiawatha branch of the Parsippany Library was founded in 1934 and renovated in 1994. Many things have changed in that time, but the branch today is more a community library than ever. Many people, often second and third generation patrons, walk up to the library and kids are able to ride their bikes there, but the space is insufficient for our current needs. This project has been in the planning stages for 4 years. Originally, it was to be a renovation. The Mayor Soriano had the vision of a brand new building so that we could continue operating throughout the whole time of construction. The whole library is no longer just bricks and mortar. We need space for all of the books and various other offerings that make us a community center and a resource for our wonderfully diverse population. A lot of work lies ahead, but it will be worth it when our brand new library is completed. The new Lake Hiawatha branch will help residents further their abilities and knowledge and enable them to contribute as good knowledgeable citizens of Parsippany, New Jersey, and the country. Thank you.
Now, over the course of several decades, the township has worked to acquire parcels of land totaling 30 acres along Knoll Road. This is here in the Lake Hiawatha section of Parsippany. Now, last week, Morris County approved $659,000 in grant funding towards the purchase of the parcel's final property. To discuss this upcoming open space acquisition, please welcome Michael Cephonius, who spearheaded our work pursuing this grant. Michael.
Good morning. As the mayor said, this is a project that's been in the works for over 30 years. And if you look at an overview of the area, it looks like a giant pizza pie with one slice missing. So last week, I want to thank the Morris County Open Space Committee. We asked for $540,000, and they went above and beyond and gave us $659,000, which is 3 times the amount of the next closest grant that they gave out. So we have great vision for the future to make it our Parsippany's largest and best park that would have walking trails along the outskirts of the park leading into the reservoir walking trails, as well as having active and passive recreation. We want to have an official cricket field, which would be the first one in all of Morris County, as well as other sports, including baseball, football, and lacrosse, and all other sports. But the size of our town, over 53,000 people, we only currently have 2 official baseball fields, not including the Board of Ed. So this will give us another area that our residents can, play and practice and use these fields. So again, I want to thank everybody. A lot of people were behind the scenes, elected officials, as well as township employees that went behind the scenes to work and make this happen. It's been working for about 2.5 years right now. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you.
Now, the township has planned for a 2-phase project to streetscape North Beverwyck Road, including plans for beautification and functional improvements as well. The $351,000 grant we have been awarded through the state's municipal aid program will help us launch phase 1 of this project. Walkability is top in our minds, including the widening of sidewalks. We are also planning to implement new, sustainable street lighting and related improvements to the road's infrastructure. Justin Lizza, our township engineer, has worked diligently to ensure we in Parsippany receive our fair share of state municipal grant funds. Justin is with us today to speak on this year's Streetscaping Grant. Justin?
Thank you, Mayor. As the mayor alluded to, we had spent several years working on concept designs for the streetscape along North Beverwyck Road and trying to revitalize the business district, enhance the visual aspect of it. And one of the things we found is we weren't really looking at the pedestrian movements. And we had engaged the College of New Jersey come in and do a walkability study, and the recommendations that came out of that were very enlightening. And some of the components that we are looking to include now is actually narrowing the roadway down a little bit, providing more usable sidewalk area for pedestrians. That kind of is twofold. It not only gives more usable space, but by narrowing the road, it will also slow traffic down, and it provides shorter crossing distances for pedestrians crossing into crosswalks. We have been very active in engaging different grant opportunities. The mayor alluded to the municipal aid grant, which we were just awarded a couple weeks ago for $351,000. Last week we submitted a grant for a pedestrian-friendly opportunity, which we hope to hear sometime in the spring. The mayor also talked about improving the streetscape and pedestrian friendliness. We will be enhancing all of the streetscape elements, new sidewalks, brick paver, band that would enhance the visual aspect of it. New ornamental street lighting, which obviously will be LED, but we'll also be able to withhold the banners and flower pots and that sort of thing to beautify the area, as well as trash receptacles and benches. The other very important component is the environment, and one thing we're looking to also include in this is a green infrastructure type of improvement where we will take stormwater, collect it, filter it, allow some of it to infiltrate into the ground, and also then clean it with like a rain garden type structure. So we're looking at a multitude of different opportunities here to not only just enhance the area, make it more walkable, but also make it more environmentally friendly.
Also with us today is Fahim Saleh. He's the owner of the Kebab Paradise restaurant that you see behind us. To discuss the positive impact this funding will have on the small business community along North Beverwyck Road, I'd like you to listen to Fahim. Fahim, come on.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am privileged to be here this morning and wanted to thank Mayor Soriano for getting us together as a community to discuss some new and exciting things that will be occurring in the very near future. As a resident of Parsippany for the last 33 years, and as a business owner in this great town for the last 20 years, I have seen our community go through many changes. Our town has not only become more populated, but today it's found to be more diverse, with many great businesses thriving here in Lake Hiawatha. Lake Hiawatha and North Beverwyck Road in particular serve as a main conduct for many surrounding towns to travel and get to their specific destination. In order to take advantage of this locational privilege, I strongly feel that it is of utmost importance we invest as much as we can in this community. With the increased population and bigger demand for different businesses in our town, the time has come for us to reinvest and give this town the facelift that it and its people deserve. This will drive others to come here in the masses so that more business can be conducted in this area, leading to success as whole. This past year has been one we have never experienced before. As a resident and business owner of this town, I can say with confidence that Mayor Soriano and his team have made this situation one that is more tolerable and safer in general. As mentioned before, I am very excited to be supporting Mayor Soriano in this upcoming endeavor. Thank you very much. Good day, everyone.
Okay, so these grants represent more than dollars and cents. Today marks an unprecedented investment in the Lake Hiawatha neighborhood and North Beverwyck Road Business District. This is a major step forward in making North Beverwyck Road a downtown destination and growing Parsippany's small business community. I'm confident that the combination of infrastructure, recreation, and beautification that will come with these acquisitions will be felt in this neighborhood's economic growth for years to come. Thank you, and I'd be happy to take any questions from the press. Thank you very much for coming out, everyone.